Hey, everybody.
My camera chosen already.
Hi. Can you guys? Oh, I don't know how it is on your screen. I'm in a hotel, like legit in a hotel. Croak is chiming in from X. Welcome.
I think that's why we're all
Seem
laughing.
to be like we were chatting just fine before we started. Am I?
You're fine. It's
Am I
just like
lagging?
I don't think so, but we finished like the whole intro, and
Cody,
then you
can
just
hear
like
me?
you just sat there.
Nope.
Yeah,
Oh, you can. Okay.
we can hear you.
There's a delay. There seems to be a delay.
Oh, great! It'll make the show wonderful. Because like yeah,
I'm in a
the
hotel
intro
that
like
doesn't
finished
let
playing,
you pay
and then
for better internet. So you're dealing with poo poo hotel internet tonight.
how much is it?
Welcome to
$20.
Defense live stream.
It's $20. We're not paying that.
Wall still isn't on my screen. It's just like he's loading in.
Well, okay, I'll load in.
So one thing that I wanna chime in and let you guys know right from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
If hopefully you can hear me.
We can. Yep.
So last week we had a problem with streaming on YouTube. We are also streaming on Rumble and Twitter. So if you guys have an issue, if YouTube craps the bed like it did last week, try us out on Rumble. Send some comments over there.
Or refresh because we were back on YouTube in like 3 minutes. It was just in a different stream.
Yeah, we were. We had to make
look for us again.
I like how J Murph says that hotel has the same decor as his house. Don't let him fool you. We were laughing because before the show we were saying that hotel room looks less like a hotel room than his actual house.
As his house. Don't let him fool you.
So I don't know if this is going to be good or bad because Jason lagging so bad that he's talking over Walsh the entire time. Yeah. This is going to be hilarious.
It's got to be like
it's going to be the best show ever. Like I just want to like log out and join the viewers in the comment section.
Yeah, just like you're about. I would say, Jason, you're probably about 5 to 6 seconds behind.
Yeah, if the internet is that bad, if I'm the one that's bringing down the channel,
we don't even know what you're replying to.
I might just have to bow out of this one.
No, I'm gonna bow out so I can trash it in the comments.
He's like, these guys are making fun of me. They're picking on me.
It's working. I don't know how long.
Don't leave. It makes it even more entertaining. Prepper Book Club did say that Jason looks like he got transported to the 70s. And look at all that brown.
Yeah, it does look like the 70s.
Like if he went over there,
he should have shag carpet in that room.
Yeah, like if there was a refrigerator, like he went to the wall and we didn't even see it because it was the same color, I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Wood panel on the fridge.
It's funny because you guys are coming through like a robot to me.
We're being hilarious, so
yeah, we're not robots.
Just smile and wave right now, dude, until your internet catches up.
It is.
Hey, why don't you hotspot your phone?
There's my bed that wasn't.
Yeah, why don't you hotspot your phone?
Silly,
dude. It shows how far behind he is.
Yeah, he's gonna answer in 2 minutes.
I'm gonna try something else.
Like hotspot my phone.
I'm gonna try hotspot my phone. Like, yeah, it's gonna be like minutes later. Like, why don't you guys recommend that? Like, bro, we did. Like, dude, hey, Croak. Hey, look at Cody. Look what Croak says. Cody is wearing Jason's room camo.
I could get up on the wall and be like, how do they see me?
You just close your eyes.
Still one of the best movies. I got the reference, Cody. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think I can. Can I?
Hey, guess what happened to me today? I'm going to share that with everybody. I bet you half the room can relate. I'm riding in the Jeep, and a song that I know come on. It's the end of the world as we know it. You know, it's the end. I suck at singing, but no, the original one or whatever. You know. I mean, that came out when we were in high school about that.
Yeah, still good.
Somewhere around there. Yeah, it's a good song. I'm jamming out. I'm like, man, why don't they play more of this music? Like, where's all the Matchbox 20 and Breaking Benjamin? Like, where's all that music? And I look over at the stereo, dude. I'm on the classic rock station.
Oh.
Dude, I took a picture of it. I'm like, really? The end of the world, we know it, is on the classic rock station now.
Classic rock, like, oh,
Mhm.
because you always wonder how your parents end up on those stations too. You're like,
Yeah.
why do they listen to this trash?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it's
I'm a
like,
little mad, dude.
I
But
danced
they
to this
didn't.
song in high school.
Their classic rock didn't include rock from the 50s. So I'm like, okay, all right, I'll own it, right? This is classic rock now. So I'll listen to it and I'll hear all the songs from the 90s and 2000.
I mean, if you
It's going to
think
be
about it,
amazing. But then it started playing like my dad's classic rock, and I'm like, no, we
oh,
can't mix these two. We can't
yeah,
do this.
can't do like, yeah,
Matchbox 20 and then go to John Cougar Mellencamp. Like you can't do that.
weird. It's a weird
Well,
mix.
he actually had a couple good songs.
I can't think about it. Like 80 songs are 40 years old.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe that. I've owned my truck. I've lived my life longer with my truck in my life than I have with it out of my life.
That's a weird thing.
Okay.
Hey,
Is that any
yep,
better?
yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you seem. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can you?
Did you
Yeah,
hotspot your
let's
phone?
test this. Let's test
I-
this. We're gonna see how bad the lag is. 1 plus
Did
2
you
is
just turn your porn off and now it's streaming better?
Yeah. 3.
no perfect.
No, I connected to my phone's hotspot, and that's
Oh,
better than
weird.
the hotel internet.
Did you hear it? Did you even hear us suggest that?
No.
Oh, that's how
No, I
laggy
didn't.
you were. You were so far behind. We were
Yeah.
suggesting things to you. You had no idea.
No idea.
Dude,
Dang it.
Josh,
Yeah,
Josh,
you
I
were
wanted to
just
go
talking
to the
about stuff
comments.
dude,
I was just
We're
talking.
still
I had
talking
no
about stuff from
idea.
yesterday.
All we need little docs to complete the TLD code. That's true. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys heard when I was talking. So one of the things that I was saying is,
We heard everything.
did you? Okay, because
Mhm.
we had an issue last week's live. You guys heard all that?
Yep,
Go to
yep,
Rumble.
we heard all that. And then I
StreamYard.
said, or just refresh and stick around. We were back on YouTube on a different video, but 2 minutes later.
One quick note though. It was funny. Jason pulled a short out of that live, and StreamYard commented on it about how much they liked it.
That was
No,
funny.
that was from a different. That wasn't from last week's live.
Oh.
It was from.
Was
Oh,
another
it was
one.
the
that
week
would have
before
been
that.
better.
It was the
You
one
should have
where
stuck.
where Joe
Should have stuck
Joe
with the first one.
said, "This is like," he said something like, "This would be the best commercial for StreamYard." That was the short that I pulled out.
Oh,
And
I think
StreamYard commented and they said, "We love this."
we should have had the one where like the
I
screen
don't
went all like
remember saying that.
it went all like digitized and like, can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us? Like the best, the best
Well,
StreamYard
and then
ad ever.
we had that sponsor last week, and so they couldn't see us or hear us, but the banner just kept running. So it was like, go to, I think it was Javlin Concepts.
Yeah, like,
TLD.
okay.
So that didn't stop. 076 Liberty says, "Does the bed have the magic fingers for a quarter, Jason?" No, it does not.
I like how like even has the orange couch. Like somebody had to
Yeah.
have thought like, yeah, we already did that one.
No, dude. That
You can do it
like
again. You can do it again. You can do it again.
No, it's fine. No, now I
a
don't
casino
want
from Vegas sold all their furniture and drapes, and this hotel
Yeah.
bought them.
to. Dude, it is.
What is that? What hotel is that?
Crown Plaza.
Oh, that's right. And you're and the city that you're in? Yeah.
Yeah. The carpet is orange as well.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Like
Is it
somebody
shag?
had. It's not even. Yeah, it's like pea green.
Pepper Book Club says that bed comes with an STD.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Joe. He's been doing this awesome thing, and maybe we can get more people to come join in though. So in order to keep himself honest, he kind of built another like the group chat that we do, and he's been putting in all his run times and all the times he's been going out running. I've been chiming in with when I've been lifting and running. So it's just been awesome just to keep each other honest. I hope you guys do that out there too. If you guys want to do something,
Dude, terrible decision. I'm not gonna lie to you. So last week, like in the mid 30s in the morning in Colorado in February, amazing, right? And I'm like, okay, we're out of winter. We're rolling into March. I'm going to start running. All this week, 20 degree or less in the morning with a breeze, with that like freezing mist. It's been the worst decision I've made in a long time.
So I'm gonna be real honest right now, and I muted that because I wasn't excited about hearing Joe's run at 5:30 in the morning.
I don't blame you. I even said feel free to leave.
I didn't
I
leave,
don't want to be.
but I muted it. Like
Right.
this morning, it was like ding, ding, ding I'm like, whoa, that's too early.
It's an early
Yeah,
time.
well, dude, I run, and I'm an hour behind you.
I know. I thought
So I
about that
run.
too. I was like,
Yeah, and I'm sitting outside taking off my shoe and doing my cool down, and that's when I'll send it because I'm just sitting on the step trying to cool off.
yeah,
20
that made me
degrees.
feel
20
extra
degrees
bad because I'm like, that's too early, and I'm like, you know what? It's like 4:30 for Joe.
Yeah, dude, it's not fun. I'm jealous that you're drinking what you're drinking, though, bro.
That's the last one I have.
We got some
Good.
Yinglings.
Serves you right.
Serves you right. Prepared Mindset Podcast says shooting a 70s theme skin flick in that room later.
I have
That's
so
why
many
his
jokes,
internet
but I
was
can't
bogged
say them.
down.
Jason, what was your first thoughts? Like, I love how this whole live chat is just about that room. What was your first thought when you walked in?
So there's like usually a little arm for, I don't know what you call it, like a little seating area that you could like sit down to take your shoes on and off or whatever.
Right.
I'll just say this: it matches the room decor. That was the very first thing I see when I walk in. I'm like, whoa, that's orange. And then the carpet, and then everything else. Like, whoa.
I would love if you met.
They probably
like, we-
figured.
Quick.
This light
They probably
here,
figured if they wait long enough, it'll come back into style.
yeah, this light does not work. The
Yeah.
light on the other side of the bed will flicker on and off randomly.
Oh, perfect.
that's
Maybe it's
mood
haunted.
lighting.
That'd be cool.
I would love it if you.
Yeah, thank
like,
you, Cody. You beat
if
me
you,
to
like,
it.
If you like hang out in the lobby and like there's a lady talking about how she's the one who designed the room. She's just got like big orange hair.
And her eyebrows are drawn on.
her dog brown with a copper colored sweater on it.
076 Liberty Wizard Gandolfin. It's interesting though. Like, people are here talking about
Wizard
how
Gandolfin?
ugly my room is instead of watching the State of the Union. So we thank you for that. Appreciate you taking some time to watch
More
us.
exciting.
I'm watching it.
We are by far more exciting.
We're completing sentences, okay? We're
Yeah.
doing great for now.
The-
Let me
the-
get enough
the rough start-
whiskey.
Yeah.
Let me get enough whiskey in me, and the end of this might be like the State of the Union.
Joe, do you?
Danny, Danielle, Bob says, "Welcome to Dry Fire Thursday, boys."
Yeah,
Dude, that's so
I don't get it though because
Well-
I'm not the mean one to Danny, Danielle, Bob. Kind of. I probably was at the beginning.
Well, he just picked you, but
Yeah.
it's so unnerving because it could be like, well, good for you, good for getting your dry fire drill in. But then you think about what he's doing, and you're like, wait, is he putting on lipstick while he's doing this? Because I'm going to be scared if he is. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. I would be scared.
I'd straight up be fearful for my life.
Jason,
At that
what
point.
Watch the state of that orange room. Walsh over there.
Hey, so
drinking
I
a
want to
really
hear
tough
from people
Velvet
if
coffee.
Jason were going to be filming a movie in that hotel room tonight,
Ooh.
what would the title of the movie be called?
Oh yes,
Go.
yeah.
Jason makes.
And
a
if somebody
porn.
says right up his alley, I'm going to be mad.
No.
Don't
in
go
60
there.
seconds.
Well, a movie called My Work Booked This Room.
We're going to get some
Orange
good
in
comments
60
here in about 3 minutes.
Croak says, "State of the Union is Orange Man bad. Live stream is Orange Room bad."
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, we're talking about something about orange.
Danny, Danielle, Bob says, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
No. We know. We know.
Zach, Orange Cream is the name of the movie.
Orange cream. Okay.
I love how what this has turned into.
Yeah. This is
Maurice Barlow. Debbie does Dallas. I don't even remember. Oh
That's
yeah,
just
we're
showing your
talking
age
about
there.
last week's
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Well, I don't know what we did last week. Oh, the headsets.
The headset. Yeah,
oh,
the budget
dude.
versus
Okay.
high-end
I want to say I went laughing so much at the beginning of that. I mean, I got something out of the video,
Right.
but my favorite part went all the jokes at the beginning. I'm just saying.
Oh, which one? The
Best part.
doorstop one?
Dude, there's like a million of them
Oh, there's some gems.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's some gems. I'm like, this is his best joke video yet. And then you got serious, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, it's so funny. What's funny is too, because and I don't know if you guys sometimes do this. Sometimes so we stay on target, or we can actually say what we want to say. We kind of try to build a script, and on that one, I literally had written down like the stats for each headset, and then like some points to hit, and then it's just like, all right, what is this? Okay, go. Like, all right, so I hate this. Like, it must be your head fits like a doorstop. It's like, you keep going on. There was a lot of comments about it. People want to see so many headsets for some reason too. Everyone wants to see all the super crappy ones compared, like the Walker Razor Slims. Like,
well, yeah, because nobody can afford $600 headsets.
Listen, the $30 ones, they're the worst. Like, they work. They can turn sound into electronic sound. Like, that's the limit of what they can do.
If I had some, I'd show you all what I'm wearing. I bet you all three of my headsets don't equal $100.
Cody has Swordens.
Somebody
That's
gave them to me.
I was about to say, and Dad probably bought them for him. And he probably never used them.
Yeah, you gotta use them. You better bring those with you on this weekend. Look bougie.
He's like, wait a minute, have I used these?
Oh yeah, look. Oh, he's got. Look how clean that name tape. That name tape on top of there has never been outside.
Yes, it has.
No. Josh says, y'all wear ear pro? I just stick my fingers in my ears.
I just exercise my eardrums.
Murph 420, can Daddy Walsh buy me some amps?
No, they went up in price. I did not pay that. Do you see that? Like when I looked them up, the amps, Jason, they were like $1,600. And I remember when me and you were looking at them. Remember, it was like 8 or 9. I think you were like, "Oh, I think I'm going to jump on a pair for $900." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a good deal. Maybe even 7." I remember it was crazy. Now it's almost double that.
What? I'm gonna look it up right now. I don't believe you.
That's what I'm saying, because I looked it up too, and I was like, "Oh, they're probably like 800 or 900 right now." But no, they were like 1,600.
You guys are ridiculous.
Well, I can buy them for $1,179 right now.
That's kind of why I said 1,100, because I found a deal for the NFMI connectorized for like 1,100, but retail was like 16. I was like,
why
Cody, that's what you have?
No. Cody has Swordens. They're like 300.
Why do they go up so much? I'll tell you why. China. Croak said, jumping up to Sworden quality from Walker or HL is a huge quality of life improvement.
Yeah. Like HL, once you listen to the Walkers or Howard Lights, and then you put on Swordens, you're like, oh, if people, it doesn't sound like the robot overlords are coming after me again.
Bro, you could sound like Alvin, and I wouldn't care.
For $20
if I only paid $60 for him.
That's what made me mad too. The because used to be my argument that the Peltor Sport 300s, they were only like $60-$70. So you may as well just buy those. But now those were like 120. I was like, oh, forget it. Like now that's not even a good budget option.
Someone said, I don't know what Peltor I have. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Out of all, I mean, I have 2 different types of headset. My Peltor are my favorite. But I lost a little volume knob off of it, man. It makes me mad.
Someone said the range guards, and the range guard looks just like the 300s, but cheaper. So I don't know. I need to try this.
Says, my ears don't deserve that. I'll just learn sign language instead.
It's cheaper.
See what Croak's saying? He goes, yeah, a couple years ago, you could have bought the downlead NFMI-enabled set for under 20 or 900. NFMI was extra. Yeah, so Jason said to me, I think we found them on sale. It was like, Bootash had them for like $770 or something, and you're like, dude, should I just get it? I was like, that's a hell of a price. I don't think we did, but now it's like, oh, good grief!
I got the T headsets from you. Stole those.
Oh, that's right.
I love those.
So it's like, what's the point?
Why?
Yeah.
You even talked about that. Like you mentioned. I love the mention of T headsets in the video because you were like, Jason has them. Like this is what it offers, but buying from T headsets is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's like don't even bother.
My favorite T headset story was from SHOT Show. Like, I think it was our first year at SHOT Show.
Yeah,
when the guy saw us and he was like,
"Hold on,
upset."
Okay. Let me pause for a second. So before this, I had dealt with being a first sergeant. The old CEO of T headsets was also a first sergeant. So him and I had like talked and bonded, and he he did some cool stuff for us with some Swordens, and the T headsets let us have a whole bunch of different. I don't know why. I had like 6 of them. for like evaluation. I ended up sending them all back except for one that we could just keep showing. So me and this other first sergeant talked for a long time. The owner of the company, no, it wasn't the owner, he's the CEO or whatever. So he ends up stepping down, and then I just lose all contact with them. And then we go to SHOT Show, and Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, so the guy's complaining because people were calling them asking for the discount code, and he was like basically like, why are you sending business my way? This is very frustrating.
Yeah,
and Walsh was like, oh, Walsh was over the top nice. Like, I'm so sorry about that. Well,
no,
he ain't the nice one. He's the nice one.
We walked out the door, and he was like, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to delete all those links.
Yeah, I was like, oh, don't worry, man. It's like, oh, a bunch of people coming to your website. I'll solve that problem for you. Like, there you go. Nobody's gonna go there anymore.
Yeah, he was mad about that.
Like, not an issue. The new sword do look interesting though. Those M2s or S2s or T headsets is like the North America like regional supplier or whatever.
Yeah. Your favorite libertarian thoughts on Jerry 31NV's duels for 4K sounds too good to be true. That sounds too good to be true.
It does sound, but I think the hard part with night vision is you don't know exactly what you're giving up. I think that's the hard part with it is when you pay half that much, like when you have NNVT tubes, which are Chinese tubes, which are people, they're kind of doing like the L3, L bits are kind of right there with each other, then NNVTs and these Jerry 31s. What you're giving up at that price, I don't even know. Like, is it what you can perceive in low light? Because if that's the case, me and Jason were in plenty of situations where nobody could see anything. It didn't matter what level tubes they had. Everybody could see nothing. And, I would love to see them side by side. Maybe I can get a set of Jerry 31s. I don't know.
Prepared Mindset podcast said, which company was upset? T headsets. Jerry 31 is Gen 2 tubes. They perform.
We see two.
This is interesting. Croak says, keep an eye on that new Hoplite digital NV setup. The Gen 2 sensors look like they may have cracked the code on digital that's actually wearable. I did see they've been posting a lot on Twitter actually.
Well,
on the Twits,
they perform well for Gen 2 limits. Murph says no autogate and no film or their Chinese film. I don't really care. I don't know if I should care. Should I care if they're Chinese film or not?
I don't know. Yeah, I think we want to just try them all. I think that right now there's a lot of different corners of the industry that are being capitalized. Just like recently, my internet went down $60 a month because competition came in. Right? Like there was no other internet provider besides one, and now another one. Google comes in, all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're gonna drop your bill by $60. Like, oh,
how much do you pay a month now?
$60. It went down by 50%.
It was $120.
Yeah, and it was tiered. Like I had to pay. My internet was tiered, and I only got like 150, whatever. It was tiered, so I went over that, had to pay more. So then they're like, hey, we got unlimited. Like, hey, we're sorry, we screwed you over for so long. So I'm curious as to how much of the market really starts to open up.
Did you switch anyway?
No, because Google's not here yet. But I will. I will.
Well, once they come, you should definitely switch anyway. And then you should call them.
Yeah, be like, hey, remember when you charged me extra? Eat it.
Now you get zero. Which there's a Qualcomm Quantum Fiber, I think, is doing fiber optic finally in my neighborhood.
Yeah,
and it's like no contract, $50 a month, which is cheaper than what I'm paying now. So, I looked into Ziply Fiber like 3 years ago, and they came by my house, and they were like, "Well, to do the connection from the street to your house is going to cost you $3,000." I'm like, "Nope, no thanks."
Nope, that's on you to pay.
And then Quantum Fiber came in, and it might even be the same company. They were like, "No, we'll hook you up for free, like if you're willing to sign up for our $50 a month." So I'm gonna have fiber next week.
Heck yeah,
that's awesome.
Not in this hotel.
Shadowman said in this hotel. Shadowman said I had a friend get a pair. Which they are you talking about? They are hot garbage.
The Jerry 31.
The Jerry 31s. They are hot garbage. They look weird wearing them. I thought Jerry 31s. You guys correct me. I don't know enough about this stuff yet. I thought Jerry 31s was the tubes, and not the housings, or am I wrong? Or like Jerry 31s use NNVT tubes? I don't know. Correct me. Croak will tell me. He'll school me up.
I don't know why you didn't just ask your phone, "Hey, Croak."
Hey, Croak, what is that?
Yeah, "Hey, Croak, what does this mean?"
Okay, so is this thing we're looking at this DNV9? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a Hoplite digital night vision.
Dude, if this is what it really costs, $2,500, a pre-sale at $1,500 off, I'll buy that right now.
Dang.
Prepared Mindset says NNVT are the tubes. Jerry 31 is the housing.
Okay. Thanks, Austin. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, and
You
I've
know
heard...
what? If you got that money laying on your desk, you need to buy right now a new supercharger lid for the Camaro, because I want to hear it whine more.
I mean, there's always... I mean, $2,500, that can always drop out of somewhere.
Yeah.
Croak says... hey, can you bring up this video that Croak linked, Jason, or no?
Yep.
I can do this Discord.
I got it up.
So a bunch of guys talked about the NNVT tubes that they just don't have they kind of have a high low light fall off. Okay, that's... I mean...
How's that?
No illumination. All IR on the property has been turned off.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it. The digital noise is pretty extreme, but the you can tell the refresh rate is pretty good.
I can see
The
everything.
digital noise is extreme.
What are y'all trying to see?
And now the Gen 2 development sensor.
Okay, so that was a Gen 1. Here's the Gen 2. What?
At 60 frames per second.
What?
It looks like he's looking at a TV screen. A picture.
Yeah. Unreal.
He does say in the... Let's see if I can find it. He does say something in one of the other... Why can't... There we go. Down below. Later this week, we will be connecting this development sensor to a DNV9 display and eyepiece. We will film a side-by-side comparison of our Gen 1 and Gen 2, the NVG10, in both rural and urban settings.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so comparing them to themselves, not to anybody else, that's pretty...
Yeah. So hold on real quick. Sam saying, hey folks, can't watch tonight, but want to say hello. What's up, Sam? I know you got to run.
Buddy.
Are you watching the State of the Union?
Watch us tomorrow.
Yeah. You watch it later. And so what's interesting though, when someone tells me that they work well in urban settings, that means they don't do particularly well in really, really dark scenarios, which I don't think most... I mean, maybe unfilmed or thin unfilmed is probably the only ones that do really well there. So, I mean, at $2,500 for duals.
But he says they're going to do a side-by-side in urban and rural settings.
When is so those of you that are
What do you mean those of you? You mean Croak?
Yeah. Okay, so it says pre-sale terms. We are currently in production with the first Gen 2 unit scheduled for completion in 2 to 3 months. If shipment is not made on time, a full refund will be offered.
Sounds like I got to break out my pocketbook.
Credit
card? These guys are in New Zealand.
I hate to say, I mean, for $2,500, that's wild. I just bought some knots, so I'm may not be the...
Yeah, but then if you get those, and then you review them, and then Cody can just show up at your door like he did when they're cold, but like with powder donut all over them, and like, hey, you got the nods in there, and then you can give them to Cody.
Looks awesome too.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do one of those waffle things. Like everybody like chips in, and then whoever does the waffle towards it, we just pull a name, and whoever gets it wins it. Like we'll review it, and then they win it.
Oh, really?
I don't know how
the waffle. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But you'd have to.
Yeah, it'd be legally.
You'd have to.
Reviewers hint before spending.
Yes.
So did you see the quads?
That's what we do too. We just wait for Walsh to waste his money.
5K.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let me give you guys perspective. So check the price on the quads. They're $4,500. Just my illuminators on my duals were $5.5. So, yeah, that is it. Even if it's halfway garbage, that's really good. Like even a single, I would just feel bad. A single costs $1,300, but then it's like just get the duals, man.
Yeah. Michael Farley says my AR-10 parts are coming in mail tomorrow. Congrats, bud.
Good for you.
That'd be fun.
Good for you. I don't even know what you got. You probably told her, and I have the memory of a goldfish. Was his PSA?
I don't remember. I honestly
don't know.
don't remember.
I think his was PSA.
Are we? Did you think of questions for us today? I hope you did.
I did not. Dude, I've been out at the range all day.
Maybe we can do range questions.
Aww.
I want to know more about this. I wish you guys wouldn't have shown me this thing. I blame Croak for this. Because it comes with a dovetail. I don't know. This is all like conceptual. This is a computer generated idea.
I can think of a question real quick. Let me think. Maybe I'll go to ChatGPT. Have ChatGPT come up with a question.
Think of some good firearms related questions to make everybody angry.
I got one.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it time for it?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Are we reading anything, or am I messing anybody up while they talk?
No. There's not a sponsor for today.
So out of your current collection, you can. Out which firearm you can only take one. Which firearm are you taking?
What kind of zombies?
World War Z zombies.
Oh,
okay. Ooh.
I'm sorry, I cursed. Am I going first?
1022.
I think you like volunteered to go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say if it was like Walking Dead zombies, I'd take my 1022.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna work with War Z zombies. They're too fast.
No, I've never seen the movie. I've seen clips of it. Like I know that they're fast.
They're fast.
I've never seen the movie. Yeah. So if you pop them in the head, they won't die.
Yeah, they will.
They will. I mean, the 22
but
is
they
work,
sprint,
but I mean,
and they're 100, 1,000 of them, and they're intelligent.
Perfect.
And the problem, and the problem is with the 1022, that clip is very. If you got just a regular little house looking clip, I can see me fumbling with that. But if I have like my drum, the banana clips, I'd be fine. So I'd still do my 1022. That's the only thing I can have.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, you can only take one gun. I don't care what you take.
Yeah, my 1022.
And why?
Because I can bring a bunch of ammo.
Yeah, the fact that you could put like 300 rounds in your cargo pocket.
Yeah,
that would be my choice.
Plus, I could hunt with that round. Maybe not deer and stuff like that, but small game. I could keep people away. I could keep zombies away.
Okay.
And I could probably find those rounds easier, if I'm looting houses and stores and stuff.
I like how Joe leans in because he's just he's in full judgment mode. It's like, all right, who's
No, I'm just listening. No, I'm not. I was thinking at that time, I'm like, I don't think you'll find more. Like, I don't think you'll find every house has 22. But when you do find it, you're gonna find 2,000 of them in a bucket.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I agree with that.
Josh says, I'll take the 45 1911 because 2 world wars.
Okay, somebody's just sucking up.
Josh
sucking up.
Yeah,
Josh is one of my new favorite people in the world. Just to let you know.
Stop sucking up to Joe.
Another YouTuber says 1022 with my worst running ammo to increase the heart rate for more fun.
You don't have time for that.
Dude, my 1022 doesn't run flawlessly. I wouldn't trust it with War Z zombies.
Mine does. I don't know what's wrong.
Mine does not run flawlessly.
I've never had it.
It'll have a failure to fire, or it'll have like a double feed every once in a while. Like, yeah, it doesn't run flawless.
I would say so. For me, I would say my shorty, kind of that I call it the night vision build, but like that 10 and a half, 12 and a half shorty 5.56 gun, just because then ammo be readily available. It's 223 wild barrel. I could run 223 5.56, the normal stuff, and it's fast enough, mobile enough. We're not going to be. I mean, if you need to take a long range shot, you can, but you really need to be fast in that situation. So that's why, if it was like if it was other crappy zombies, I'd bring the black gun just because we got all day to clean these guys up. They're dummies, but no, we gotta move quick.
Bravo says Walsh gets a 1911 and a motorized ladder.
He said, 12 Bravo. He sent me that. Yeah, I think it was 12 Bravo. They were like, you can get some guy clean his gutter with a motorized ladder. Like, hey, now you can motorize zero your guns. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So Croak says, I'd want something more potent than 22, not for the zombies, but the real threat in a zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Cypher said Discord link's not working for him. I put a new one in there, and I think it's working now.
J Murph says, depending on what zombies I'm talking about, I'm all about the samurai sword.
Yeah, I like his answer.
Says,
I think I'm taking my 9mm AR. I think that's what I'm taking.
Danny, Danielle, Bob says SIG MPX, fast, quiet. They aren't armored, and I'm not going past 100. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Having that 9mm, yeah.
Hey, hold on though. Our favorite libertarian says, thanks for letting me know about Hoplite. Those prices are wild. Congratulations. We will wait for your review. You just saved me $2,500.
Yay. And now Walt's have enough to put a blower lid on my car.
Now we're putting lids on. Wait.
Murph 420 says the ammo is for people, the spear or sword is for the slow zombies.
Yeah, well, the only slow zombie in World War II are going to be like child zombies.
Yeah, if you think about it that way too, like those guys, like you'd be running and shooting your crossbow guys, like, hey, stop doing that. Like the ones from Walking Dead, just like go over to them, just like stop, and you just hit him with a pan, like, see, man, save the ammo, like watch this.
Yeah.
Like stop that.
It's been forever since I watched Walking Dead, but isn't that one of the first things that Rick does? Doesn't he take out zombies with a bat in that dude's front yard?
Right? I don't even know the movie or show, and I know that he kills them with bats.
They did another spinoff with Rick and Michonne.
They did make one?
Yeah. It's called like Croak, was it called?
Croak says, Joe, you changed the intake?
Yeah,
CAI
I did.
can really make the blower whine louder, at least on the Hellcat supercharger.
Yeah, cold air intake. The Hellcat probably twice the volume of my little baby supercharger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can hear it, but I don't know. Replacing lids sounds fun. It's just expensive.
It's money.
12 Bravo.
Yeah, I put a Corsa on it. It's pretty.
12 Bravo says Walsh has to save his money for August in Knoxville.
Oh, speaking of, he let me know about a show. I don't know if it was started up this year or if it was just recently been doing, but Gun Owners of America is putting their show together, so trying to do their own like shot show kind of thing in August in Knoxville. So I ended up I put a little media application in for us to see if we could go. So I'm trying to see if we can make it happen. My brother's down there. So.
Shadowman gave us a super chat, $5. Said all of you should play Project Zomboid and see how long all of you last.
I don't know what that is, but if it's anything like Helldiver, about 2.5 seconds. That's how long I'll last.
So there's this game that I love. It's a zombie game. It's on PlayStation VR. It's called After the Fall. Okay, so this actually leads me into a really good conversation I have. There's this really stupid product that's out on the market right now that I'm seeing all these Instagrammers push. It's like some VR like Target thing, but you have to have the Oculus headset, and it's $230 a year for the subscription to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's legit.
This is coming from the person that pays $60 a month to edit YouTube videos.
I do.
$120 a month just for internet.
I really should change that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I have games that I play on PlayStation VR that are like against moving targets. You're running and shooting. You're actively having to aim at moving targets. And that game costs like $30 and it's co-op. And then you're like, oh,
or forever.
It's forever. I own that forever. Not like, oh, you got to pay for it another $30 next month. Like, no.
How many months have we been trying to convince you to leave Adobe and just buy DaVinci?
I need to do it.
You spend.
How do we come back to this? I'm moving on from that.
$20 a year on Adobe.
It's very expensive, and it's pissing me off too because
you spend $270 on DaVinci.
It's been making me angry too. Like a bunch of the Adobe stuff's making me super angry. I need to just.
Jason won't get it if it's over $20.
So like, how much
to include health insurance?
The free one works really, really well. There's a couple things I was trying to do in my videos that the free one wouldn't allow, so I had to pay for it.
How much
But it
was the
one time.
internet upgrade in the hotel?
There is not an option for an internet upgrade in this hotel.
Oh, so you just have to have the garbage.
No, I have a hotspot now.
Well, I know. My hotspot. Yeah. So I do want to say to everybody talking about this Project Zomboid, you guys need to come play Helldivers with us. That's way more entertaining.
Is that zombies?
No, it's not zombies, but it's bugs. And it's
and robots.
Croak said, thinking about going to the Gathering in South Carolina again this year. That's Palmetto State's show. Wish GunCon wasn't so far away out in the desolate plains of Iowa. Walsh is going to GunCon
because it's right next to me.
We have a second badge if one of the other three of us can make it. I don't know if I'll be able to.
I was trying to tickle this little guy's ear to come with me.
Yeah, he definitely didn't go. He didn't go to Vegas. He didn't go somewhere.
I gotta ask my boss if I can go.
Well, ask.
Yeah. 12 Bravo. I have come to the conclusion by watching YouTube that Helldiver is a ripoff of Halo with mechs.
True.
No, it's straight up. It's straight up crazy time. Like they're just screaming and hectic, and Joe be like, "I'm just get this. This thing is just stupid."
Hey,
like,
the thing that it irritates me that you can't jump. They need to fix that. I need to be able to jump. That irritates me.
You can die.
Hey,
yeah.
We're supposed to get.
And you can play it on PC or PlayStation. So
yeah,
it's the only thing I got to play with my friends. They all abandoned PlayStation.
So okay. Angry Sarge also says I use DaVinci, definitely the better editor over Adobe. I'd switch. I color correct, so I have to get all my LUTs that'll transfer over. And here's the thing. You can't use I can't test it. The free version, you have to pay for it in order to be able to test the C-Log 3 that I record in. So I basically just have to pay for it and jump, and I'm just being lazy.
Or just wait until the next time I come out there and you play with it on my computer.
Yeah, that's true. Or I just log in as you for like 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Shadowman said he just bought it. I don't know what he's talking about though.
Hey, DaVinci or Helldiver.
Doc Cypher, Titanfall is the closest thing to compare Helldivers to, and it's still far-fetched. Titanfall was fun.
Titanfall's super fun.
Titanfall.
It is. How have you not played Helldivers yet, Jason?
I don't know. Is it on PS4?
Both of them too. Both of them are and PC.
Yeah,
Cody, you can play it on your PC, and you can play. We can be teammates, even though I'm on my PlayStation.
The only crappy part is it's only 4-player. I wish it was 8 so we can get more people in, because a lot of times people come in like we play with Tactical Java a lot, Croak a lot.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people we play with, and
we'll get multiple team.
Yeah.
Fired up. No, what I like the most about the game is it's everybody that like all human players versus bugs and robots. Like there's no me versus you. You know, we're all from Earth, and they are coming into our solar system, and we have to defend our solar system. And
you have nukes
and battle them back. And if nobody plays, they'll overtake us.
Yeah.
If nobody plays, they'll overtake us. So like during the work week when less people are playing, they actually gain a bunch of ground, and then on the weekend when everybody's playing, we actually push them back some. It's pretty crazy.
For those of you that are just joining us, this is a gaming stream. We talk about favorite video games. So
I thought it was a video game channel.
Yeah, people are like,
I was gonna
defense. What are you talking about? Defending Earth? And
I was gonna get us back on guns.
Yeah.
When someone mentioned MCX earlier, the SIG MCX.
Oh yeah.
Look up the MCX regulator. Real quick.
Is that like is it a song by Warren G?
Regulators.
Yeah. So 12 Bravo says, so it's Starship Troopers mixed with Halo.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
I want you guys to know.
Inline Defense, Grandpa Gaming.
Yeah.
I want to know. I still have my left screen over here. My other one is still just open to this Hoplite DNV9. So I'm just waiting for my favorite libertarian to say like, "All right, I ordered my duels." I'll be like, "Perfect. I'm gonna close this window."
Croak says that new ranch rifle MCX. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
What is it called?
The ranch rifle MCX.
Yeah, regulator.
MCX regulator.
I would do that every single time I brought it out too. Like, what are you bringing out today? Regulators.
I want to get it just because it's named Regulator.
Dude, did you see the deal on Palmetto State? I mean, I know it had the Navy SEAL thing, but it's like the souped up, hocked up 320
Mm-mm.
for, I
AXP?
want to say, can I say prices? I'm allowed to say prices, right?
I think so.
Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
I think it's $6.99, but it got the threaded barrel, the magwell flare, like it's all hopped up. It looks awesome.
I'm all hopped up in Mountain Dew.
It does look good. I thought about buying it, but I just bought a bunch of lowers because my state sucks.
Someone asked
right now.
earlier about that.
I really like this MCX regulator. This thing looks pretty awesome.
Oh, of course you would.
It looks pretty good. I don't know if as a lefty I can use it. It's just going to eject right into my face. No, it's still fine.
Oh, it's got a Goober logo. 600 gumballs.
That's not bad.
That's a crow call. So instead of saying dollars, just say gumballs.
Because it's one gumball per dollar.
Some people say doll
600
hairs.
Yeah.
I used to say that back when I thought it was cool.
I'm an old man. I say that.
Back when I thought it was cool. So I do. There's a couple stories I wanted to share about my son that my wife shared with me while I was gone. So he's kind of a smart aleck, and his school has a policy that if they see a kid with a cell phone, they just take it, and then the parent has to pick it up at the end of the day. So he's super smart. He gets an honor roll certificate. Doesn't tell us about it. He decides to take his honor roll certificate and origami it into the shape of a phone, and then take his phone out of his phone case, put it in his bag, put his origami phone in his phone case, and then kept it out to challenge teachers all day. When teachers would say, hand over your phone, he's like, I'm not on my phone. Like, is holding this phone case in his hand with an origami phone in it. And then they would like snatch it from him. And he wrote on his honor roll certificate, it's like he's texting someone. It just says blah, blah, blah with like a keypad that he wrote in. Okay. So this is my son, my teenage son.
Oh boy.
So then my wife's like getting after him, like, what are you doing? You like ruined your honor roll certificate. And he's like, no big deal.
He's like, so what?
The next
It's his.
It was today. He comes home and he says, Mom, I have good news and I have bad news. What do you want to hear first? She's like, bad news. It's like, the bad news is I flatlined on my state testing. I did not score a single point more than I did last year. And she was like, okay, what's the good news? And he goes, I scored a perfect 1700 again.
Is that like the highest score?
Yeah, that's the highest.
Perfect. Dang, dude.
It's kind of like
I'm super slow, so I have to ask these types of questions.
Like, you are a turd, is what you are. Like,
yeah. Yep. So that's my son, and my wife's like, he's your
good
son.
Good thing he takes after his mom, or else he'd be boring.
Get him out of here. I do want to ask.
Definitely takes after his mom.
That's awesome.
Hey, Harry's here. What's up, Harry?
Oh.
Welcome. It says, what up, my ninjas? Listening in, working tax deadlines. Ooh, dude, April 15th.
He's in the dookie season. Dude. Like, those accountants, I know, man, they probably work. Like, they don't do nothing all year long. And then, like, 3 months, they just work every single day for 12 hours.
He's an accountant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an accountant.
Okay, so I have this thing where if I ever get audited, I'm going to hire an accountant. So then I can go after the IRS for the money that I've left on the table every year. So I'm going to hire Harry.
All Harry would do would be like, listen, all I could do, Joe, is I've gotten banned from YouTube like 12 times. That's about it. That's all
you got to do. You got to come up with a really clever name.
Yeah, you come up with a name that's obvious from The Simpsons back in 1994. Like, you use one of those.
Croak said, how much is it? About 4.5 Jimothys. Oh, so half a Gundall?
Hey, J Murph, though, I was going to ask, you were talking about the Ecotty, which is ungodly expensive. It's like 6,000 gumballs. Have you used the Jerry C5? I think it's like half as much. I heard the lag's really bad on those, and even iRay doesn't. I don't know. They don't really want it shown, I don't think. So it's kind of like weird. This is an interesting. I kind of want to blast these guys. So Psionics at SHOT Show were all about us. all about showing, like letting us show stuff. They're like, hey, we want you guys to show off our digital night vision. And me and Jason have used it in passing with some other guys in some classes we've been to, and we were kind of on the fence. We're like, okay, cool, we'll show off a cool demo, but we really want to show a side by side, like a real time of your device and an actual analog night vision device, so people can get a realistic view of the two of them. Like, yeah, totally. They did not want to have that conversation.
That's something that gave me the thumb drive.
Yeah,
dude, that was like a full hour of our time too.
Yeah, and then it's like,
I'm gonna start charging them.
Yeah,
I can't wait until you let me loose next year.
Because we're gonna find everybody from last year that was like sold us.
I'm gonna wait for you to go up, right? You're gonna go up, and they're gonna engage in conversation, and I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna be like, "What are you doing, dude? The guy that ghosted us last year didn't tell us anything, didn't reach out, didn't nothing. They're a waste of our time. Let's go."
But here's my thing though: those companies that don't want to work with us.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm way more motivated now to just buy one, like to just buy a Psionics and then just go ham.
We did that. I don't know if you want to talk about it. We did that for that other company that kind of, I felt like were not very nice to us the first year.
Yeah.
And that's worked out in our favor.
And I think the reason they don't want to work with us is because we're not going to be super favorable. And just, that's not a good way to, that's just not a good way to do business. Like,
they're like, they're honest. Nah.
Yeah. Because we even said like, hey, it's easier for us to like, let us just borrow one and we'll send it back to you. Like, we don't even want to keep it. We just want to be able to show people like realistic answers that we can't answer. How do they compare? We don't know. Like, we don't know.
I wonder if Scott would let us borrow the pair that he had.
One he had. I know there's some other YouTubers out there I think bought a set that I could possibly borrow also. Or buy it.
Josh says, should have pulled up with the MW3 MVGs and made a comparison. I remember those things? Like they would whir when you turn them on. Like they cover both your eyes, but then they go to a single.
I have some. Do you want me to go get my? I have Gen 1s and they have that exact same sound, and it doesn't stop. Yeah, but like in the game, it like turns on and then it goes away. But in mine, they whine continually.
I wonder how loud that would be for someone that's like a near peer adversary that's out there.
No,
that maybe they don't see you, but is it loud enough to be like, what the hell is that? Someone out here with Gen 1s?
If it was really quiet out, it would be weird enough. It would be like a weird like cricket. You're like, what's that sound? Like, what is that sound?
I'm laughing at the
not that obvious on your face.
You can't see anything. I definitely want to do a Gen 1 versus Gen 3s when I get them.
Doc Cypher says, remember it when the channel grows. They'll flock once the channel's over 100,000. Yeah,
it'll be too late for them.
There's a company that I wrote off. Walsh hasn't wrote off. I wrote them off. I even did screenshots from SHOT Show when they denied our request to come by the booth. And I've not lived that one down. I've not
lived it down either.
I think I made them.
I've wrote off a gun manufacturer that name shall not be mentioned.
I think I made them mad this last time though, Jason. I'm pretty sure they're not talking to me anymore. Like,
yeah, especially mixed up. That I will say that was a weird one though.
Yeah,
that was weird that they would be mad about.
I'll take that one. Okay, so can you pull up this picture on Discord, Jason, from Croak Son of One from Jerry C5? No,
I'm going to read that other comment where it said, because Walsh is a horrible shill, because that one made me laugh out loud.
I think that's the best part too, because then people are like, "Oh, you're just shilling for these companies." So someone put on there, someone put a comment there. It was like on the Spit and Raisins carrier. They're like, "Oh, they're obviously not a sponsor of the channel." I was like, "No, this is when we had like 20 subscribers. We didn't have any sponsors, but past me definitely got it right."
Yeah.
So
that you wanted to just bring up?
Yeah. These are the Jerry C5s. And you guys got to correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a lot of what you can't see with like the lag, like the Psionics. That I heard these also lag really bad. So they're like a half second from what you actually see to what the thermal overlay goes on. So it doesn't become very useful or usable in realistic applications. So I don't know. Let me try it out.
Hunting
interesting.
varmin, you're good, right? Because
totally.
your life doesn't depend on it.
And an e-coddy is good too, but nowadays that technology too is getting to be a little bit like thermal technology has just raced ahead. And
Dude,
yeah.
remember when we were kids, our night vision was the camcorder? Remember that? Anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I remember being in Carlsbad, and they're like, "We're gonna shut off all the lights so everybody can see how dark it is down here." And I had the camcorder, and I could see everything just fine.
Like,
That's my night vision. I'm going down to their store and picking up a camcorder.
Did I ever shown you? Did I ever shown you my Gen 1 night vision I have?
No, I don't think so.
I had to promise.
I've heard about it.
I had to promise the wife I would sell it. I got real ones.
We haven't yet.
I didn't sell it. They're amazing.
Wasn't that the ones you got with like a video game or something?
No. I'm gonna go get them. Hold on.
Oh, great.
Doc
You
said,
got them
looks
on
like
this.
Arduino is a walking crime scene outline. Pepper Book Club. Yeah, the camcorder NV.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because we all listen to classic rock station together, apparently.
Heck yeah.
Check this out. When's the last time you guys saw one of these? I don't even know where the batteries went. Check this bad boy out.
Can't even see it.
You just put this.
It looks terrible.
That's the same ones from Step Brothers.
You just put this sweet contraption to your face, and you two can see anywhere between 3 to 8 feet in front of you.
Wasn't there one though that you got with the video game back in the day?
No, there was one they sold with Call of Duty, I think, but I never got that one.
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
Okay. Yeah. These really work, and they make some horrible sounds. Gen 1 Night Owl optics. These are like, I got these before I joined the military.
Oh wow,
dang,
long time ago.
Josh, let's do it.
Quest 2 VR for night vision. Josh. A part of me wants to make a glass box with a movable platform to be invisible from thermals.
I'll bring the electric skateboards, Josh.
Look at the size of this thing.
Golly. Doc Cypher, holy hell, that thing is huge.
Look at this.
Not that noticeable on your face.
It's not that noticeable, really. It's actually pretty.
So listen, G. Michael Farley said, would getting a single tube of night vision and a single tube thermal and syncing them up be a good compromise? I think that'd be tough.
I would need to try it. My problem, people are like, hey, your brain's gonna make sense of those two images, and they're gonna link them together. I don't know if they will.
Yeah. So Croak says, Michael Farley, it's been done, but usually you need to flip one up, thermal to spot, IR to shoot. Now, what about having like a PVS 14s, but then having a thermal scope for your non NVI?
See, with that though, you're pointing your gun at everything, and you're using a smaller field of view because it's gonna be further out in front of you. That's why I'm saying a thermal monocular, like you just pull out of your pocket, look around, spot and thermal, is just as good as helmet mounted, and then you can swap batteries. That's my thoughts.
Headache Murph 420 Headache Central trying to go back and forth. Yeah.
And those are the cool things we need to try, and maybe we can one day. J Murph, he brought up a really cool thing that we want to try too, and hopefully I can get a hold of these units. He wanted to try one of the most inexpensive housings, and he was talking about the Nocturn katanas. But I think the path that I really want to do a video about that everybody can go on is the Daisho Bridge one, where like it starts. There's like a modular single housing that, and you could just buy another one. So now you only bought one at one time, then you buy a second one, then you buy the bridge. Now you have duals. I think it's a little heavier that way if you do that, but you could easily just walk your way into duals instead of being like, oh, I have to chunk this much money and then sell these and then chunk that much.
Yeah.
So.
Another YouTuber, dual channel is great, but don't worry about having them sync. Just use one at a time. Croak, I think 30s Civilian did a good video on using affordable PVS 14s and thermal helmet mount.
He does good stuff too. So
Cody and I are falling asleep. I liked it when you were saying this is the video game review channel.
When are we gonna all play? We'll swing that back over. When are we gonna all start? Are you gonna be on tomorrow night? Usually we get on I don't know, Joe, what time you've been getting on lately, but I play at about 9 Central. So you can find us on Discord in the general chat or in the game. And we'll
Probably. I have a 10-year-old birthday party to go to tomorrow, but I don't see me being out that late.
I will be on.
So I'll probably be on.
Not me. I don't own the game, and I need to do some recording for next week's video.
It's $40 for the digital version for PS5.
I'm all caught up. I just uploaded my. I was interested to see, like, so, and we didn't talk about this too much. Agilite's belt got pushed back, so you guys won't get to see that this Sunday, unfortunately. But everybody voted, and they wanted to see the Somo Gear Engall IR illuminator. So I showed that one. Yeah, like that's what everybody wants to see above everything else. Like everything else I had, like let's show me that crappy illuminator. So there's a lot of jokes in that one too, Joe. You're gonna enjoy that a lot.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Did you mail it back to?
I like the jokes.
No, the Engall one is one I purchased. I have his the Soma Gear PEC 15 one, but I think after seeing that one, there's no real reason to review the PEC 15 version, so I probably just send it back to him.
Probably.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I'm gonna say, like, do you guys want to see this? I think the answer is no, and I took some footage of it and things like that, so I don't think there's any reason to. So, yeah.
076 Wizard Gandolphin. Doc Cypher, see a lot of people doing the dual PVS 14s with a bridge method. Just recently took one apart. Things are rugged and take a heck of a lot of abuse for simply being put together.
Yeah, my only thought is, and I don't know, and I really want to play with some sets, and it sounds like we'll probably work with Nocturn to get a set to at least play with, is if they get a lot heavier because you have the modular system instead of doing it in a dedicated housing. I just don't know. These are just questions I would have.
All right, so Helldivers.
Are we at 2A News? I think we're at 2A News.
We are at 2A News. Oh, this is a good one too, because
this is Joe's ready to talk.
No.
It's kind of playing.
I don't know.
Dun, dun.
I'm mad that I have to move states, dude. Like, that's not fun.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actively planning how to move.
Roden was asking about. He wanted to know your thoughts on that. I know I didn't get to watch that whole video he sent over, but he mentioned he made a comment in the this chat asking about your thoughts on that.
On the Colorado assault weapon ban?
Yeah.
Like, I hated it when it happened to everybody else, but I was on that side where, like, that really sucks for Washington. I'm glad it's not happening to me. Now it's happening to me. And I don't know, man. I don't see the state going back right ever. And that hurts because I'm in the Rocky Mountain. I love where I'm at, but I can't. How can I put it? I think the government stepping all over me. It's never going to get better. So do I let the government walk all over me, or do I move? That's where I'm at. I won't be able to do it for a couple of years. I got to get some stuff paid off, but
the question then comes, like, do you stay and like support the companies that are going to be filing suits and fighting this and hoping that it gets overturned however many years down the road, or do you just say, I'm cutting my losses and I move?
If the climate was better in Texas, I would cut my losses and move. But because I like the climate here and I need to pay off some stuff, like, I'll be honest, my cars, right?
We know.
Before I even think about moving, then I'm hoping in the next 4 years it does get fought and litigated and change, and then maybe I don't have to move. So out of requirement, I will stay for the 4 year, not because I want to, because I have to.
So fill me in. What is it? What is that?
Everything, dude. Everything. They took everything from California, Washington. They took everything. They put it all in one. So they name everything, right? The AR-15, AK-47s. They name everything, and then they give you the feature list: threaded barrel with a detachable magazine. Oh, even pistols. Excuse me. If your pistol had a threaded barrel and it's an assault weapon.
Yeah, that's how they did on the other one, which we all thought was super ridiculous. Now.
Yeah. So and then they named in pistol. They named like AR-15 and AK-47.
What do they think?
They named all that stuff. I don't know, Cody. I'm at my wit's end. But what they did was they grandfathered it in, right? But then they say that you can't even pass it down. You can't even pass it down to your kids, which is a taking clause, right? Dude. Yeah. Oh,
Then
sorry.
what happens to them? Like,
You guys will call me a sovereign citizen if I continue, because I'm not happy with this.
Well,
So
just
I
for
did
that,
what any good-blooded, red-blooded American would do, and I went out and bought some stuff.
yeah.
Just say that, some stuff.
Mer420 says, I just bought an assault pistol. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in
That's the one I would
Washington,
take.
I'm hoping.
in Washington, like Palmetto State Armory tells you if you wanted to buy one of their dagger slides, they will not sell to Washington if it has a threaded barrel. They'll sell you a dagger slide without a threaded barrel, but with a threaded barrel, ooh, no.
And so, but Croak's saying you can't pass it down, can't sell it out of state. So, like,
Right.
what happens if you inherit? Like, okay, hey Joe, you passed
You
away, and
can't.
You
like, what
can't,
if
so
you?
it needs to be destroyed.
The government takes it. Like, that's why I have the taking clause. It's who I'm gonna start cursing. It's
Yeah, 'cause that
not
doesn't make sense.
good.
If you
It's
like
not good.
inherited it to someone like your child in Florida, they're like, nope, Colorado takes it because we don't let that
because
happen.
you can't export
Yeah.
it like the way the law is crafted. You can't import, you can't export, you can't sell,
Yeah.
transfer. Like they use all that language.
Right. So if I pack up my stuff, you better catch me before I get you. See, but here's the thing: you say I can't export it, right? But I didn't technically export it until I crossed the state line, and you don't have jurisdiction when I do. So you're going to see the big middle finger out the window,
Like, how's that gonna work? People
and
move, like
I'm going to keep driving.
people who move, like move in.
Yeah, dude, they don't think about this stuff. They just do it. Like they don't think.
Like,
Yeah,
It's
so like
just
for
like
example,
the high capacity magazine ban. Well, the magazine holds the bullets, and once they shoot the bullets, they don't have the magazine anymore. She thought it one time use, the idiot.
yeah,
yeah,
They're all dumb. They're
And-
dumb. They're dumber than a box of rocks. The ATF are calling clips magazine clips. Can't even pull apart a Glock. It looked like a Glock. Can't even
That
get a
was
Glock
their
apart.
weapons expert.
I
That
don't
was their
even
weapons expert.
own a Glock, and I can do it in
Seconds.
0.3 seconds.
I'm not a
In the
Glock guy.
75 round clip.
Clip? Yeah. That's why I'm gonna say to everybody, Cody was mentioning clip before. I'm 99% sure that you were bashing on the ATF with that one.
Yeah.
J Murph just say, can you have the guns under a trust and move them technically? That's
I
where
don't
you're gonna
know.
get
I
some
don't know,
weird-
but do I want to fight the government like that? Like the government should be looking out for my best interest. Okay, I understand that. But the Constitution says shall not be infringed. The Constitution says that these are God-given rights, and you're trampling all over my God-given rights. You already said that in common use. I'm in the same boat in Jason now, where my government is spending my tax money, like buku money, to fight this, and then I'm having to fund like FPC and all the other organization to fight back. And do I really want to be part of that? No, I don't. I don't want to be part of it. I love the Rocky Mountain. I love where I live, but I don't want to be part of that.
Croak says they've got language to defeat trust. This was another one too. Croak says crime was committed when you cross the line, so they can and probably will come after folks to make examples out of them. Warrants issued.
No, you have to extradite and you have to prove. So I'm not worried about that one.
Texas
I'm really not worried about that one. Like, come get me, bro.
Because then you have states that won't play ball. Like Texas is not going to play ball to extradite people to Colorado for gun because they have assault weapons. They're just not going to. I mean, I'm not speaking as I know. But
wait a minute. The crime you committed a Colorado crime when you entered Nebraska. Like, how does that make sense?
Exactly, and I have freedom of movement within states, dude. None of it will hold weight in court, but like we've been saying, that what makes me the more mad is that they don't care. They want to do that, even though they know they're going to lose in court. Even though they know they're infringing, they're going to do it anyway, and they're going to make you fight it in court, and they're going to waste all their money. And I'm so tired of paying into a system that's just wasting money. I'm tired of it. Dude,
because you have an open Colorado warrant, and that causes all kinds of problems. Like, it's like, do you have a warrant out for, like, you go to purchase a new something? Do you have a warrant out for your arrest? Like, yep.
All right, but dude, all I would do is go back, right? All I do is go back and surrender myself, okay? And when they're like, "Hey, did you leave the state with weapon?" I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Yeah.
Now they have to prove it. You have to prove that I left with assault weapons.
Yeah, like, where are they? Like, that's on you to
Like,
figure
right.
out.
I turn them into artwork.
Yeah, turn them into art.
lost
That'd be
it.
awesome if you went to some kindergarten,
I
some
donated them.
kindergarten school.
Donated them to the kindergarten art class.
There's like this serial numbers. Like there they are right there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Like the bolt and everything's still in there. Like yeah, man, I just sawed the end off. Yeah, and then just.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that one's locked and loaded. Don't pull the trigger on that one, boys.
I'm 50-50. I'm just gonna fire that way.
That's so dumb, dude. I'm so tired of it.
Oh my
Pepper
goodness.
Club says the government exists to have more government. Yeah. So for those of you that are, we've gotten some new viewers. If you're just joining us, welcome to Depression Night. So we're talking about our woes. Yeah, the terrible laws that are being passed, terrible anti-gun laws that are being passed. So exactly what Joe's talking about is what, like, my grandfather lives in California. He's got some old guns, like guns that back before they regulated, they made
Regulator.
Regulator.
So I had asked him, like, what's gonna happen when he passes away? Legally, what's supposed to happen is the government they don't know about any of them, but what's supposed to happen is, like, my uncle needs to take all those guns and take them down to the sheriff's office, like, hey, my dad died, we can't transfer these to anyone else, and the sheriff's office cuts them up or destroys them.
And you have to surrender your personal property that you have money involved in.
Yeah. So next time I go to California, I need to do some exporting.
You mean go on a boating trip?
Yes. Yeah, that.
I've been going down Pueblo Lake every weekend, dude.
Totally changing the subject, but the boating accident reminded me of it. I forgot what lake it was. One of the lakes in Northern California, when they were going through the drought, drained so low that they found a World War II like beach landing troop carrier at the bottom of this lake, like an army. What do they call those amphibious assault vehicles that they use during D-Day? Bottom of the lake. Like the army has no record of them ever losing this boat. It was just there at the bottom of the lake, found all rusted and
Bubba and George from the National Guard that took it out on a weekend, dude. You know exactly what that was. Of course, there's not a record of it.
And they were able to build it back, like put it in like pristine condition. Yeah,
that'd be awesome, man.
Dude, wasn't there some super dumb YouTube video about some guy was magnet fishing and pulled up like 2 or 3 guns, and he called the police and like, hey, just as a heads up, and they arrest him for having.
Oh yeah, dude. I've seen. There's one guy that does that all the time, and he gets in so much trouble for stupidest stuff, dude.
I would that's the only thing I learned is like, oh, you pulled up a gun, let's just bloop back in there.
No, I'm taking it home. Finder keepers, eat it.
Yeah,
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm legally
don't say, hey, you found something though. That's the number one thing. Yeah. Hey, I found this. Like,
Danielle Bob says the only Second Amendment law we need is that any politician, law enforcement defending them in their zip code, and all their campaign donors, including CEOs at corporate donors, are subject to any law they propose, pass or not.
Dang, Zachary Fett got like super serious, dude. He got some emotion wrapped up in that one.
That was, I don't know if we can say that's, we can't try not to have as much.
He's saying really
those magnet fishing channels
are fake as farts.
Farts fake.
Dude, I felt guilty just watching the channel after reading that. I was like, dang, for real?
I shouldn't be watching that then.
Yeah.
Then we're like,
dang, man, I kind of like some of them. I'm guilty.
Like YouTube is fake. Like,
I didn't go say 10 Hail Marys or something.
Murph 420, just get
fake ass farts.
You just get FCUs and keep all the parts. Only have to turn in the cheap trigger big brain move.
Or just move.
What if they wouldn't?
420, good thing I'm gonna be LE and NH. Live free or die, boys. Yeah, dude, I'm rooting for you, man.
How free is NH though?
Yeah, but let me ask you this though, because I don't know the answer. So, the assault pistol, right? Detachable magazine and threaded barrel. Okay. Well, I removed said threaded barrel. Isn't it an assault pistol anymore?
I mean, Like, how far do you have to disassemble something?
Because
it's no longer
any
functional?
pistol can be readily converted into assault
It's a
pistol. You can get a
sandball.
threaded barrel for any pistol.
Yeah.
So if I take the barrel out of it, now I have
You
a
can't
barrel
get
by
a-
itself. That's not even considered a firearm apart. That's nothing. So if my pistol with no barrel in it, an assault pistol.
Yeah. So for
Now
those of you that
what
are
if I
listening
strip
to
down all the lowers? What if I strip down all the lowers? Is that an assault rifle?
I mean, if you
welcome
take
to
out the
Doesn't even shoot.
barrel,
how to bypass your state laws with TLD. So welcome to our new viewers.
Just saying. I don't know. I don't know.
oh,
12 Bravo says move to Mississippi and stay out of Jackson and join freedom. This is funny because he's been trying to convince us to move to Mississippi, and then this whole Jackson, Mississippi pushed a really anti-Second Amendment bill for within the city, and now he's like anywhere but Jackson. Mississippi's great as long as it's not Jackson. Oh well, 6 months ago, anywhere in Mississippi was okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Israel.
Jackson's pretty bad.
Yo, guys, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. When I saw Israel, I thought Gavagula.
Oh,
I don't
Ishmael.
think it's Gavagula. Yeah, that's Ishmael.
But hi to you too.
Machine pistol.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry, gang. I get.
Is there any good news in the Second Amendment world?
Yeah,
Yes,
Louisiana.
Go
ahead, Cody.
Constitutional carry one.
Yeah, Cody.
It's signed into the law.
What is
constitutional carry?
Yep. And so did one of the Carolinas.
Yep.
But they're kind of wonky. But
I'm a Nebraska resident, and we already have that. So.
Hey, there you go.
Good for Louisiana.
Yeah, South
Wait,
Carolina
you have constitutional carry, but you have to have a license to buy a gun?
A permit. You have to, well, no. What is it? What is it called?
So wait a minute.
Purchasing
You don't
permit.
have to have any special permission to carry one concealed, but you have to have special permission to buy one?
Yeah, and if you have if you have a carry permit, then you don't need special permission to buy.
Yeah.
Dude,
are you going to be able to buy any,
ever.
Joe? Are you going to be able to buy any?
Yeah, I just bought a whole bunch. What are you talking about? I just bought a whole bunch of them. And when I finally move, I'll be able to buy a suppressor without paying $200.
You think you are?
Hey, that ain't something we should talk about though, because Washington gun law finally brought up what I've been saying for years, and I think the ATF cut their own throats and might have put a chink in the armor to go after the NFA.
No, because I saw that video that he said like it may be a path to repeal the NFA. So bring me up to speed on what he talks about in the video. I'm going to watch it.
Okay, so this is the brace rule, pistol brace rule, and they're ATF fighting it. They said no, you can't do a nationwide injunction because this is tax rule, and there's actually something written that you can't enjoin a tax law. Blah blah blah. Right?
Okay.
So that brought up the whole part of where's the history and tradition on taxing firearms, and how is that constitutional? So they brought it up, and now the NFA might be in jeopardy. Because if you look at the NFA, right, Bruin decision, okay,
might be in jeopardy,
and I forget the Heller, common use. So do you think that we can all agree that suppressors and short barrel rifle are now in common use?
No.
I don't know the numbers on. I don't know numbers on.
You don't think so?
I think
so. Heller decision. I think you're part of Heller. Don't quote me. Blast me in the comments if I'm wrong. But there was a question about stun guns, right? Taser, whatever you want to call them. And the Supreme or one court ruled because there are 100,000 in circulation that it was considered common use. That's the only number that we have. I think 100,000, it could be 200,000, but that's the only actual number that we have comparing to in common use. So
Croak
do you think
180,000 tasers or something like
there
that?
we go. Thank you, Croak. Do you think that there are more than 180,000 suppressors in circulation?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
I think in the millions. In the millions.
Hey,
same with SBRs.
says they would be in every house if it wasn't for the loopholes and fees you have to go through.
Right.
It's true.
So now we see that the thing in the NFA are in common use, so that doesn't beat the heller, right? And then is there history and tradition on banning lengths of firearms, okay, or taxing them, or the sound level, any device that reduces the sound level? And for history and tradition, you have to go back to what is it, Jason? 1798 and 1886, I think.
So yeah, yes,
Yeah. NFA wasn't established until the 1930s. Please.
So what I'm hearing from Joe is that he needs to do one of those Biden hand thumbnails over a gun, like NFA, and it says like NFA destroyed, and then you get like 200 million subscribers.
Right, dude. And then I just come on and be like, maybe guys, if we cross our fingers and hope enough,
so
the Supreme Court might hear this.
Yeah, so the NFA's going away. Maybe let's talk about it.
Yeah, but this is what it considered, not district court, Jason. What is it?
Appellate court.
Yeah, and that's in. I don't think it even. I think it's still in Texas. It hasn't gone to circuit. Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to say,
or
I think
district
it's funny
or whatever.
That we get the most viewers during the 2A segment because they're probably like us. Like there's so much nonsense and like so many weird things to keep track of that I can't keep track of them all. Like this is usually like we're like
all right, 15-minute window. Like, okay, I got to tune into TLD. Are braces okay or are they not okay?
Am I a felon yet? No. Okay.
Nope, not a felon yet.
Am I a felon today?
Welcome to our new viewers to Fill in Defense, trying to find
highlight that one.
medals for Armed Scholar.
Look at this. If Joe had more cans, they would be common use. He's letting us
You're
down.
so right. You're so right, dude. I am. I can't get past the whole no search warrant. Like, no. The answer, let me see your search warrant.
Washington Gun Law, I think it was him, or maybe it was Guns and Gadgets. They actually did a video talking about that. Like, none of that's true. I don't know. I've never researched it myself, but
I think this.
I'm not willing to experiment with it.
According to some reports.
Look at this one, Michael.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I knew a guy who was an FFL, and he said, this is what he would do. The ATF, like not the gun carrying ATF, like some inspector for them.
Yeah.
He signed up like what days and times he's available. So he would say, I'm available Saturdays between noon and 1 p.m. And they never work Saturdays. So he said they would always call like, hey, we can't meet at the time that is good for you. When is good for you? So he always knew when they were coming. Like they couldn't surprise him because when he filled out the paperwork, he said he was only available 1 hour a week.
Yeah, I don't think that holds weight. You know what I mean? They can come and inspect.
This is just one FFL.
Yeah. All right, and you on the paperwork, if you read the fine print, you say that they can come and inspect, and part of the inspection and where you keep it, because you have to have sole access to it. Your wife can't even have access to it. Yeah. Like, nah, eat it. Anyway, sorry. Sovereign citizen moment.
Michael Farley, he had a good comment. It says the fact in European countries with super strict gun laws, suppressor are extremely common and easy to acquire, but we have more gun ownership but have heavy restrictions on suppressors.
Kind of idiots that don't know what they're talking about made the rules. And in some countries, you have to have it in order to hunt. It's a requirement for hunting.
Yeah.
And I think it's people are stupid. Like, I'll be honest with you. I think it's because people are stupid because they think of suppressors when I tell them, like, you can still hear a gun with a suppressor on it, right? And they're like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't make it silent. And even then there's loud moving pieces. Even if you made the gun part silent, all the loud moving pieces are still going to make noise. They're not silent.
Did you put that on your... Oh, sorry. I wonder if Murph put that on his form. What form do you fill out?
The Form 4?
Yeah, I wonder if Murph put that on a Form 4.
So why I keep my suppressor in my at all times.
Prison wallet. He said prison wallet. That's not bad.
420. I bet the suppressed cannon would be silent.
So, it would. It would. It have to be.
That's what I want to make.
Why else have it? Yeah.
Hollywood gave the average person stupid about grenades and suppressors.
Croak said this: stamps really accelerated with E-forms and all the grumbling about braces even before the last ruling. What's interesting is even when I went to go pick up something today, and there was someone who had gotten a super fast return on their E-form. Kind of surprised a lot of people. So it's weird because if you submit them now, they're more likely to get approved within 30 days. But if it's 8 months old, no dice. Like it's
there's a lot of weird stuff happening with that now. Have you seen any of those videos, Boss? With the whole shutting down the E-form for a couple days or whatever, like there's some congressional movement, where they send that nasty letter to the ATF saying, why did this happen and we demand answers? Like that's happening right now. And supposedly they cut the ATF's budget by like 7%. Hold on. Hey Croak, how much percentage was it actually? Stand by. We'll get an answer in a minute for that.
It'll show up in chat actually.
Yeah, it just appears in chat. I don't know how it does it, but I think 7%. But they straight up said that it can't affect us and normal. The budget cut can't affect how we're serviced, I guess.
Oh. Awesome.
Because the ATF, they'd be like, "Oh, well, they cut our funding. No more
E-forms,
tax stamps."
It looks like our search service was actually urinating. So it says, "Sorry, I was taking a leak. What was the question?"
The percentage ATF was reduced 7%, correct? I think that's what it was.
Oh, dude, yeah. Another YouTuber says this. I'm gonna find out who you are one day too. It would be interesting if a company would make a silly cheap suppressor and sell them for $1 just to flood forms. Who cares if they perform? Just make it too many to process.
Right. Like, no joke, a solvent trap. Like, take the solvent traps, serialize them, and sell them.
Joe, 9%, by the way.
9%? That's even better, dude. I thought it was 7%. Hell yeah, 9%.
I got a stiffy now.
Dude.
We are running out of time, though. Do we want to do around the room?
Yep. Let's do it. You guys, you two, we could do you two together because you got something fun coming up.
Yeah, me and this.
I don't think we're talking about it though.
Me and this.
Oh, we're not.
We can talk about it. Yeah, me and this cute guy. We kind of shared it with the members on one of the members posts today. So kind of the idea is, me and Cody went out and shot the primary arms and the Zeiss optic, and the idea was, what happens when your skill improves? Would Cody's preference change in terms of which firearm he likes, which optic he likes better if he likes a higher end scope, or would it be the same if he's even a better shooter? So we're gonna go to a long range shooting class together, record it, and we're gonna see how that we're gonna answer that question.
Stay true, Cody. You color don't run, bro. Don't change your mind. Break it, Pepe Le Pew. That's all I want you to do. Quote Talladega Nights the whole time you're there.
It's all you only speak in movie quotes.
Yeah. Oh, little thin pancakes. I love them.
Yeah. So that's gonna be for next week though. We're gonna go there. We head out there on Sunday. But you guys voted for the Somo Gear Engall video. I just finished uploading that literally before this, so that's all set for Sunday. So, it's got some good zingers in there. You guys will have a good time. Croak will enjoy it. Same with J Murph, because I think you guys hear me complain about.
I gotta pull some shorts off that.
Yeah, you guys hear me complain about silly YouTuber IR illuminator nonsense. That is like, I need an illuminator that goes out 400 yards. I'm like, why? Like,
buy a thermal.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't
solved.
You can't see anything at that distance. What is that? What do you need that for? So anyway, good video. You guys are gonna enjoy that.
So this is good. Croak says, so which scope do you like best, Cody? Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
We got it.
Please, Cody.
We'll work some.
You need a quote. You need to have at least 6 quotes. No, there. Like, if they show up on video, great. But to them,
yeah, it
would be like, hey, Wolves, remember when we were playing with Matchbox cars?
They're gonna be like, what's
high
wrong
school?
with this guy? Like, he's got to do 5
stupid now.
Like, I'm like counting it down too. Like, he says one, and I'm like he says one more. I'm like. He's like, I don't know anymore.
How many times can you say meow?
You what?
Yeah.
How many times you can say meow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got for this week. I think it's gonna be good. We got some fun stuff with the Engall. You guys want to see it? Croak, I'll probably get your. Unless you guys want to see the Somo Gear Pick 15, I compared them. I'm gonna send it back to him.
I don't want to waste my time, so I got, what are they called? Gun skins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got one of them from Sean from We Like Shooting. Gave me one.
The hydro dip thing.
If no, like just a sticker
grip.
that you put on the gun, pretty much. I think you might use a heat device to shrink it, but I don't really know. It's it's a cheaper alternative to Cerakoting. So if I get 3 yeses in the comments right now, then I'll do a video on it.
Someone just
And
here. Watch
you
this.
got about 20 seconds. No, some people don't care, dude, but no, you don't count. You're not allowed to vote. How many times have we heard that?
Yeah.
Like, you're not allowed to join that giveaway.
I like another YouTuber
Boy.
says the three.
Oh,
Damn
yeah.
it.
Yes.
I don't know this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm working on. I'm doing one of the gun skins on my tester gun, I guess.
Crook said he wrapped a
War
pistol in
skins?
gun
Is that-
skins.
Oh, it looks pretty good. Crook's got one.
Oh yeah, that does look good.
Okay, so I'm going to do a video on it. And then I might leave it on there for a couple months and then rip it all off just because it says that it doesn't damage your finish at all and it doesn't do anything. So I want to see if
So
it
you do it on
leaves
your
a bunch of
1911?
glue.
It looks kind of
No,
like
for a rifle.
it kind of looks like wrapping your pistol or your rifle in a plastic bag, like a grocery bag.
Maybe Croak did it wrong.
No, I mean, I could say he did a good job on it, but like it's just what it is. Like you just
It is a sticker.
Yeah, you're putting.
Yeah, it's a sticker.
But if I shrunk wrap, because no, it does not look good. But I want this video even worse. But I'm looking at this photo, I'm like, this is Croak doing a good job, and it looks like he shrunk wrap a grocery bag to it.
Shrunk wrap. Yeah, he shrunk wrap it. Oh, there it is.
Shrunk in the past tense.
Just pull it up. Just.
You want me to pull up the picture?
Yeah, Croak goes. It came off clean-ish.
Clean-ish.
Yeah, I want to see all that. So
it looks like
if you're interested in that video, then I guess I
goes, looks like someone crapped camo on a pistol.
Hey, dude, this big on my screen, it looks all right.
Right.
At least it's a multicam. Mine's like some woodland camo, dude.
No,
this is not good.
Perfect.
And I'm putting it on one of my favorite guns.
Listen, hold on. Don't.
It's my test bed gun, dude.
All right. I got ballistic. I'll be spending the weekend, a little bit of time this weekend, working on a ballistic engineering, their core trigger. We'll be doing a review of that. That'll be Friday's video.
Core trigger? I've never even heard of it.
It's the same one I did, that Accurize trigger. It's just kind of like the better, more mil-spec version.
Yeah, I like it better than the Accurize. There was some maybe some light primer strikes, but we're chalking it up to maybe bad ammo. So I'm going to try it out with some different ammo and see if I have any issues. If I don't have any issues with it, then I'm going to blame the ammo, not the trigger.
Yeah.
Is it a 2-piece?
No, it's a drop-in trigger.
Oh, is it? Bless you, Cody.
My only thing I'm halfway on it though is now that Elf, I'm be doing a bunch of stuff. I'm be looking at one of their new triggers, but their AR-15 trigger now is almost as cheap as that core. So now you have the backing of someone like Elf that could be way.
How much is that trigger?
The ballistic engineering or the Elf?
Mm-hmm. The ballistic engineering.
Similar to the Rise 140, like 110.
And we do we have 10% off.
Like 10% off. Yeah. So
yes. So one of the Elf triggers we're looking at is 140. So you're right in the same. Like it's right there.
We're 5 minutes over.
Yeah.
Oh,
the CMC trigger I have is $100.
All right, guys.
All right. Cody's like, I gotta go watch State of the Union.
Pee.
Yeah, Cody, pee. He has to pee every time.
All right, guys. So that's it for us. We appreciate you sticking around, watching my my orange hotel room here, and we will catch you guys next Thursday.
Later, everybody. Have fun.